Hello, I'm Jason from MainStreetEnglish.com. Learning English can seem like a huge task, and you might ask yourself, where do I begin? The answer to this is start with the basics. In this lesson, you will learn about the basics of English grammar, the foundations you will need to start your English journey. We will talk about the 8 parts of speech, basic sentence structure, articles, and some common mistakes new learners of English make. There will be some true or false questions at the end of this video to help you test your knowledge. So, keep watching and remember, you can click subscribe at any time during the video to see more of my free English lessons. Are you ready? Let's begin. The 8 parts of speech are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Let's start with nouns. Nouns are people, places, things, and ideas. Concrete nouns are people, places, and things. You can perceive concrete nouns with your 5 senses. You can feel them, you can see them, you can smell them, you can hear them, and you can taste them. Concrete nouns can be common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns are non-specific people, places, or things. Examples of non-specific people nouns are words like man or boy. Examples of non-specific place nouns are words like house or school. Examples of non-specific thing nouns are words like apple or sunshine. Proper nouns are specific people, places, and things. Specific people nouns are usually somebody's name, like John, Jason, or Shakespeare. Specific place nouns include things like cities, countries, or street names. Some examples of specific place nouns are London, Canada, Main Street. Specific thing nouns refer to words like days of the week or months of the year, like Tuesday or December. Proper nouns are always capitalized. Abstract nouns are ideas. You can't feel them, you can't see them, you can't smell, hear, or taste them. But they exist and represent things. Examples of abstract nouns are words like memory, love, and courage. Let's talk about pronouns. There are 3 kinds of pronouns: personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, and demonstrative pronouns. Personal pronouns and possessive pronouns replace nouns. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point to something specific within a sentence or replace nouns that have already been written or mentioned in a conversation. Personal pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. For example, In the sentence, John went to the store, I can use the personal pronoun he and instead say he went to the store. Possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, and theirs. For example, Mary's car is blue. I can use the possessive pronoun her and instead say her car is blue. Demonstrative pronouns are pronouns such as these, those, this, and that. Demonstrative pronouns can be used in sentences like, this is my mother's ring. These apples taste good. That dog looks scary. Verbs. Verbs describe action, a physical action or a mental action, and a state of being. Verbs can be changed from the present tense to the past tense and to the future tense. There are two kinds of verbs: regular verbs that follow a set conjugation pattern and irregular verbs that do not have a set conjugation pattern. Let's use the regular verb walk in a sentence in the present tense. I walk to work every day. I walk to work every day. In this sentence, walk is being used in the present tense. Now, let's talk about the simple past. With regular verbs, all you have to do is add ed to the end of the base form of the verb to create it in the simple past. Our verb walk becomes walked. W-A-L-K-E-D. Walked. Now, let's talk about the future tense. There are two forms of the future tense. The future tense is created by using going to before the verb or will and then the verb. Going to walk, will walk. I am going to walk to work tomorrow. I will walk to work tomorrow. Irregular verbs do not follow a set conjugation pattern. You just have to remember the different forms of irregular verbs. Let's look at the verb run. In the present tense, you would say, I run. To talk about run in the simple past, we have to remember that the verb's form is ran. I ran. Let's look at the verb say. In the present tense, you can use he says. But to talk about it in the simple past, you have to remember that he says becomes he said. Let's talk about adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives and adverbs modify and describe other words. Adjectives modify and describe nouns and pronouns. For example, the brown dog. The brown dog. Brown is the adjective and it describes the noun dog. It tells us what the dog looks like. The brown dog. Adverbs modify and describe verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. For example, the boy ran quickly. The boy ran quickly. In this sentence, ran is the verb and quickly is the adverb. Quickly is describing the verb, describing how the boy ran. The boy ran quickly. Let's talk about prepositions. A preposition is a word or group of words used before nouns, pronouns, or noun phrases to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Some examples of prepositions are in, at, on, of, and to. Basically, prepositions help you show when and where. For example, in the sentence, the keys are on the table. The preposition on helps tell us the location of the keys, where the keys are. Another example, in the sentence, the movie starts in 1 hour. The preposition in helps tell us the time that the movie starts, when the movie starts. Let's talk about conjunctions. Conjunctions combine words, phrases, and clauses. Conjunctions allow you to form complex sentences and avoid the choppiness of multiple short sentences. Some conjunctions include words like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. For example, look at these 3 sentences. I like cooking. I like eating. I don't like cleaning up afterwards. We can combine these 3 sentences by using conjunctions. I like cooking and I like eating, but I don't like cleaning up afterwards. Using the conjunctions and as well as but, we have combined 3 separate sentences into a single, well-worded sentence. Interjections. Interjections are 1, 2, or 3 words you can put together to express emotion or feeling. Interjections are usually grammatically independent from the words around it. For example, I can use the interjection wow to express surprise. Wow, thank you for my present. Or I can use the interjection uh-oh to express dismay. Uh-oh, this looks bad. Some other common interjections are hey, oops, what, yay, ouch. Let's go over some basic rules regarding sentence structure. The most basic sentence structure includes a subject and a predicate. The subject of a sentence includes a noun, a pronoun, and any modifying words. The predicate of a sentence includes a verb and any modifying words. Let's use an example. The dog ran. The dog ran. The dog is the subject. Ran is the predicate. Let's add some more words to the subject and the predicate. The big yellow dog ran quickly to meet his friend. The big yellow dog ran quickly to meet his friend. The big yellow dog is the subject. Ran quickly to meet his friend is the predicate. Articles. There are 3 articles in English. The, a, an. By the way, a is often pronounced by native English speakers. So, instead of a cat or a dog, you'll hear a cat, a dog. Both pronunciations are okay. So, back to articles. The is a definite article. It specifically describes who or what you are talking about, and that the subject is already known, or that you have already mentioned the subject in your conversation or writing. For example, the cat walked next to me. The cat walked next to me. By using the definite article the speaker is letting you know that he or she is familiar with the cat. The cat is known. If it was a strange or unknown cat, the speaker would have used an indefinite article. A and an are indefinite articles. They describe something or someone that you have not previously mentioned or written about or is unknown. For example, a cat walked next to me. A cat walked next to me. By using the indefinite article a, the speaker is letting you know that he or she is not familiar with the cat. The cat is unknown. One more quick articles rule. An is used before vowel sounds. Not just vowels, but vowel sounds. For example, an apple. An apple. Apple starts with a vowel sound, so it is correct to use the article an. An honest person. An honest person. Honest starts with H, a consonant. But we must use the article an because the H in honest is silent and the word starts with a vowel sound. A is used before consonant sounds. Not just consonants, but consonant sounds. For example, a dog. A dog. Dog starts with a consonant sound, so it is correct to use the article a. A European country. A European country. Even though the word European starts with a vowel, it sounds like it starts with a consonant. So, it is correct to use the article a. It is very important to remember that the rule is meant for vowel and consonant sounds, not just vowels and consonants. Let's talk about some common grammar issues that new learners of English sometimes make. Many English learners get confused by prepositions, and it's easy to see why. Prepositions are typically short, quick words. As such, English learners might not be able to recognize prepositions in rapid, naturally occurring speech. Also, English prepositions don't always have a corresponding translation in the learner's native language. There are some tips and tricks to remember proper preposition use, but the best method is to simply memorize how to use prepositions in English. Here are some common preposition mistakes. When talking about days and months, it is easy to confuse the prepositions in and on. If you are referencing a month and not talking about a specific date, use the preposition in. For example, my birthday is in July. My birthday is in July. When talking about days and months, it is correct to use the preposition on. My birthday is on July 12th. My birthday is on July 12th. The prepositions for and since are often confused by new learners of English as they are both used with time. For is used when talking about a period of time. Since is used when talking about a point of time in the past. For example, we would not say, I've worked with this company since 3 years. 3 years is a period of time, so we would use for. I've worked with this company for 3 years. Another example. We would not say, I have lived in London for March. March is a point of time in the past, so we should say, I have lived in London since March. A common mistake for new English learners is for their pronouns and nouns to disagree when dealing with singular and plural examples. The straightforward rule is that singular pronouns go with singular nouns and plural pronouns go with plural nouns. For example, every boy must sign in when they arrive. This is incorrect. The noun boy is singular. The pronoun they is plural. The noun and pronoun disagree. The correct wording is every boy must sign in when he arrives. The noun boy is singular. The pronoun he is singular. The noun and pronoun agree. Incorrect subject-verb agreement can also be the source of many grammatical errors. The most important thing to remember is that if the subject of your sentence is singular, the verb must be singular. If the subject of your sentence is plural, the verb must be plural. For example, these recipes is good for beginner chefs. This is incorrect. The subject, the recipes, is plural. The verb is singular. The subject and verb disagree. The correct wording is, these recipes are good for beginner chefs. The subject, the recipes, is plural. The verb are is plural. The subject and verb agree. Another common mistake new learners of English make is the creation of double negatives when making a negative sentence. Remember, a double negative is a positive in English. It does not create a negative. For example, if you say, that won't do you no good, this sentence actually means this will be good for you, and is likely not what the speaker intended to say. The correct way to make this negative statement is to say, that won't do you any. Now, let's take a quick true or false quiz to test your English grammar knowledge. Number 1, true or false. This sentence is correct. Switzerland is famous of its beautiful mountains. False. The preposition of is incorrect. The correct wording for this sentence is Switzerland is famous for its beautiful mountains. Number 2, true or false. The word success in the following sentence is an abstract noun. I owe my success to hard work. True. Success is an abstract noun. It represents an idea or quality, unlike a concrete noun. Number 3, true or false. Adjectives describe and modify nouns and pronouns. True. Adjectives absolutely modify and describe nouns and pronouns. Number 4, true or false. The word ouch in the sentence, ouch, that hurts, is an adverb. False. It's an interjection. Number 5, true or false. This sentence is correct. He left school after the final bell. False. Leave is an irregular verb. The correct form is left. He left school after the final bell. Did you understand the English grammar that we used in this lesson? Do you have any questions about the 8 parts of speech, articles, sentence structure, or common grammar errors? Leave a comment and let me know. And please remember to hit like if you enjoyed this lesson and subscribe to check out more of my free English lessons. Thank you and see you again.